Under the gloomy Paris sky, a destiny was hung at the end of a rifle. A woman stood, not in the shimmering silks of the stage, but in the cold, coarse fabric that bound her movements. Yet even there in the silent, deadly shooting range, the aura of exoticism that had captivated all of Europe still radiated powerfully from her. Her name was Marguerite Gertrude MacLeod, but the world knew her as Mata Hari, the sensual dancer whose expertise lay not just on the most luxurious stages, but also in the beds of generals who held the keys to war. For her, charm was no longer just an artistic performance. It was a secret weapon sharper than any bayonet. She whispered vital secrets into the ears of high-ranking officers, sipped champagne from the boots of generals intoxicated by power, and expertly traded passionate kisses for priceless intelligence. She was a shadow dancing between enemy lines, a siren who lured with a smile. But among all the deadly games she mastered so perfectly, there was one essential human emotion she forgot: pure, unadulterated love. A single love letter, addressed to a Russian officer she genuinely adored, became the inevitable, fatal turning point. That letter, filled with burning passion and profound longing, unexpectedly fell into the cruel hands of French intelligence. They didn't see it as a true expression of love, but as a refutable proof of her betrayal. A hidden secret code, they believed, was concealed within every sweet word and intimate promise. The indictment was swift, the trial hastily convened. Marguerite Gertrude MacLeod stood alone in the dock. She didn't deny her relationships with men from both warring sides, because to her, it was simply a game of chess she played for her survival. She had no idea that her final dance would end tragically in front of a firing squad. In those final, tense moments, the soldiers assigned to execute her hesitated. They all recognized her face, the woman who had conquered the most lavish stages on the continent, with her mesmerizing movements. But when the captain gave the cold command, a volley of shots shattered the ominous silence. Marguerite Gertrude MacLeod did not fall immediately. She stood tall, her eyes fixed sharply forward, refusing to show even a hint of weakness or fear. The soldiers fired again, and again, until finally, her elegant figure collapsed onto the ground, damp with morning dew and the blood that began to seep. What made her death most heartbreaking, most soul-crushing, was not the false accusation or the phony charges laid against her. It was not that she was executed as a legendary spy, but that she was killed as a woman who had loved with sincere passion. The letter that served as proof of her treachery, which they assumed was full of secret codes, contained nothing but the outpouring of a lover's heart. It was just a simple love letter, one small mistake that destroyed a life full of color, transforming her into an eternal, tragic legend.